What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow Librans? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with messages from Source, so whatever it is that comes out, guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, setting that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live, knowing that that is a free way to support the channel. Also, it helps me get connected with your energy to get you out more resonating readings. If you guys would like to support the channel further, or if you're interested in a personal reading, check out the description box below. That is all linked down below. I do want to thank you to anybody who has donated or who is thinking of donating, as well as I would love to send a shout out to anybody who has gotten a personal reading or who is thinking about getting a personal reading. I'm truly honored and blessed that you guys are in my life. I want to thank you to all my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. It is an honor, a blessing, and a privilege being here, giving you guys these messages. My prayer, as always, is that they fall upon your heart in a way that remind you to use your intuition and your discernment to take back your power and make the decisions that best serve you in this now moment on your guys' highest journey. Okay? So, I am putting it out there, guys. If you haven't checked out the pick a card reading for the full moon in Cancer, it was incredible. It is about the shadow self, so just a warning out there, guys. Making sure... my dog, she's making all kinds of noise. Making sure that you guys, if you're interested in checking it out, that it will talk about shadow self. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. She dropped the bone, the other dog took it, and she was mad about it, so... all her own fault, but no, had to tell me about it. So I think I got them set, but let's go ahead and get into it, guys. What messages, Source, do you have for our Libra friends? What do they need to know? What messages do you have for Libra? How can we help them out? What do they need to know at this time? I feel like you guys are struggling when it comes to love and completing old cycles. You guys are struggling when it comes to learning what it is that you want in life. Like, I feel like the thing is that you guys have fought about that. And it's been really hard. And it's okay. Like, Source is just wanting you guys to know that it's okay. There's no reason for you guys to fear that anymore. Because there's something very powerful that's about to happen for you guys. I feel like that's a channeled message for you. What other messages do you have for Libra here, Source? Okay, thank you. So I went to the store and bought these bones for the dogs yesterday. They're old Roy's, right? They got meat on them and everything. And in my experience, when I bought bones like that, usually they're like really hard bones and they last. And I don't know if you guys know, but the new dog that I've got, like, no toy survived her jaw. Like, she's got mega jaws. And so I gave these to all three of the dogs yesterday. We got one for each of them. And so I gave them to the dogs yesterday and they freaking tore all of them. I was so surprised. Even mine, she's 13, she even tore it up. I mean, she ate most of it all in one sitting. And I sat there and I was looking at my dad and I was like, I really thought those were bones, like real bones. And he's like, I've never gotten those. I didn't know. And I was like, yeah, I know. But I bought her like cow bones, like the knees and stuff like that. And that's what I thought these were, like that. But no, these are like really soft bones. And I was so surprised. I was like, what the heck? And so I don't know why I'm telling you guys that. Maybe you guys have a dog and you're wondering what to give them. My dog, though, like, she chews through cow bones. Like, she had two regular cow bones that she was chewing on, the real hard ones that my other dogs, they never could get through. Like, they had something in the center of them, and she freaking broke both of them. Broke them in half. I mean, I've never ever seen a dog do that before. 3-3 coming out for you guys. What other messages do you have for Libra, Source? I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. I guess maybe you just need somebody to talk to. It's like, maybe you just need a story while we're going, so. But yeah, that was what was going on. So I'm hoping that, if you guys got a good bone, you can definitely put that down in the comments for me. I appreciate it. But I think I'm going to go back to getting her just the regular cow bones from the butcher because she, like, tears shit up. Like, not shit, she just, toys, they don't last a week with her. They last maybe like 10 minutes. And even the bully toys, like, I think we got one of the tough rubber ones and it lasted her for, I think it was a month. It was as long as it lasted. And I got, The thing that lasted the longest, surprisingly, was one of those Chuck It balls. Like, that comes with the Chuck It, those rubber balls. Like, for some reason, she couldn't break that open. Okay, this wants to be over here. Move these over here a little bit. So, maybe you guys, maybe there's a reason that I'm talking about things breaking or being chewed up. Like, maybe you guys feel like you've been chewed up and spit out by something recently. And it's been really hard for you guys to overcome. But it's interesting because you don't see what beauty it's bringing into your life. Like, all your cards have flipped over. That's unusual. Look at that. All of them. Yeah, okay. We got on the bottom. Look at that death card. Or, well, this is the 13 card in my deck. Okay, 5:44 on the clock here, guys. Yeah, you guys are exhausted by people not giving you a valid offer. And it's weighing on you. I feel like you guys got into something that you thought was going to be stable for your family, for you, for your situation. Emotionally, you were happy, right? You were super happy. You were excited about it. And you wanted to... You even thought about growing with this person. But then something happened. And when that something happened, it made you feel inadequate, and it made you feel like you were falling apart, and it made you feel like nothing was good. And it's like maybe this person had some secrets from you, or you didn't want to face reality when it came to this situation. It's almost like you tried to keep it from falling apart. It's almost like giving more of yourself in a situation in hopes that this person would see that you are worthy of love, but you weren't seeing yourself as worthy of love. And so it put you in a really awkward position where you were almost rushing towards them in a place of just being confused. It's a lot of confusion coming through. I feel like that's why Source is having me talk, because there's a lot of confusion around your guys' reading. This doesn't make sense. And that's why it doesn't make sense that I talk about my dogs on this, because I don't really do stuff like that. And it's just like all of a sudden having me open up about it. And I feel like that's what Source is saying. Like, you feel like this situation is just as random as that. Like, it doesn't make sense. And what they're saying is like, no, there's been purpose to it. And the purpose is because you had to learn how to set boundaries. You had to learn how to set strong boundaries. And the other thing is too, is highlighted at the center of the reading, is this Three of Swords in the reverse. Right? We've got the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups upright, the Three of Swords reversed, the Page of Cups upright, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords upright, and we've got the Knight of Swords reversed with 13 on the bottom. And it's saying it's like it's all about, and it's interesting because 13 is 4, and we started with 4. There's this about your foundational energy. Ever since you were a child, you really felt like no one saw who you were. And it's like all you wanted to do was love and to celebrate with people. And I get that, Libra. I do. I get that a lot. I feel like the thing is that you guys maybe have been in a situation that you thought was foundational for your home life. And you thought that things were going to work out for you this time. But again, something came out. And I keep hearing it's like a secret came out. A secret was revealed. Somebody shed light on a situation for you outside of the situation. And again, you didn't want to face that. Like, you didn't want to cope with that. Like, you're like, nope, I don't want to deal with that. And so in turn, you guys actually put a lot of negativity on yourself. But here's the thing, it's like you couldn't keep from transforming in the situation. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever happened because you guys couldn't keep from transforming in the situation. Yeah, it was definitely foundational. It was exhausting for you guys. What did I say? It's all about exhaustion from an offer or a lack thereof. A lack thereof. There was like somebody who just didn't, it was like they made you believe something. And really at the end of the day, it just made you feel like this isn't how it's going to end up. I feel like 13 is a very powerful number for you. I feel like you guys see that a lot. Maybe you guys go by military time. And so when it's 1:13, you always see 13. You know, and it's when it's in the afternoon, you guys see that. And so, or you guys could just see 13 a lot. Like, it just maybe appears a lot. Like, you just see it repetitive. And Source is just saying, like, it's because it's foundational for you. You guys could see 444 a lot. You could see 333 a lot. But you guys are in control of your destiny. Like, you guys are in control of your fortune here. And it's, like, up to you whether or not you stay stuck in your head. And this is your energy at the center of the reading here in the reverse. And it's, like, you guys can stay in this energy of being, like, forced down when something happens. Or you can grow because something has happened. It's not easy, but it's simple what you need to do. I feel like I need to take a drink of water. My apology, guys. And so are you willing to grow from that? Are you willing to overcome that? Are you willing to be the next, you know, the next growth situation without somebody knocking you down? If that made sense. I don't know. I feel a little discombobulated. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of being upset here. Anger, fear of failure. Source is saying like you're not failing, like you just had to learn how to set boundaries for yourself, and that's something that's been really hard for you. You guys can disassociate easily, but that doesn't mean that you're good at setting boundaries. And I think sometimes people are misinformed with that. They're like, oh, well, you disassociate, so that's you setting boundaries. No, you disassociate or you disconnect yourself from situations because you don't want to deal with it, right? And that's not setting a boundary. That's basically just running from it, hiding from it. And with this, it's like Source is telling you, it's like basically owning your own actions in this and allowing the transformation to come, because this situation has plagued your generations for you. It's not just you. This is 11:11 on the clock as I'm saying that. This is something that your family has gone through. I feel like you learned this from your family. You learned this situation from your family, and it feels like it's just been destruction for you over and over again. But it's not. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen here, right? There's a lot of being able to shed some light on this situation for yourself. It's not been easy for you guys at all. But a lot of negativity, a lot of jealousy coming through. This could be you guys. It could be the situation around you. Now, I'm not here trying to point fingers, but I will say this. If you guys have been jealous at some point, owning that is the first step to healing that, right? Why am I so jealous of another person? Or why is there a lot of jealousy that seems to come up around me? It's like, what is that triggering within? And how can I heal that from within? That's definitely something that's important for you to look at, because if you're not looking at it, you're not going to find the balance there. And Source does want you guys to look at yourself from eyes of unconditional love, seeing yourself with eyes of acceptance. I feel like you guys judge yourself for the people that are around you, and it's like, oh, well, I always attract these really negative people, or really attract these people who have no good intentions for me, or I attract people who leave, or I attract people who just seemingly don't even want to be around me, or who just maybe aren't great, right? They're toxic by trait. And it's just a part of the process. Like, it's part of us overcoming that, right? It's like, that's why we do that. Yeah, because you see equality coming out on the bottom here. 14 with Seahorse equality. It's saying, like, you guys really want someone who treats you like an equal. You guys want someone to be equally showing up in a situation. Again, you're struggling in the place of love, but it's like no matter what you give into love, it just seems like nobody shows up from their aspect. It's almost like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's backbreaking for you. It's like, and that's what angers you so much. It's like, why can't somebody just show up the way I'm going to show up? And that's the thing. It's like, you also have to ask yourself, are you really showing up? And this is hard. Okay, this is difficult to acknowledge, but are you showing up the way you want someone to show up? Or are you yourself showing toxic traits? You know, I say this in all of my readings, no one is free from sin. So it's like, you may be an empath, but that doesn't mean that you're free from sin. That also doesn't mean that you're a victim. It means that you have a toxic trait, whether that's being an enabler or whether that's being someone who, you know, doesn't even want to look at themselves. They're saying, find stillness. If you guys sit in stillness, you guys will find the truth of who you are. Sorry, guys, there's kids outside, and she loves kids. That's why she's crying right now, because she sees them playing. So, hey. No. Thank you. Yeah, look at this. We have fear, hyena, number 38 coming out here. 11. What did I say? It was 11:11 on the clock with 14:14. As I said that, guys, like, this is a beautiful indication here. It's like you guys are trying to move from a place of poverty into, or place of poverty and lack into a place of abundance. And it scares you. It's almost like you feel like this has been your fault the entire time, but that's the fear speaking. And you have to realize that this is all happening to you for purpose. You know, with the Knight of Swords coming out in the reverse, you have to learn to become your own superhero. Hey, get out the door. Thank you. Right? When you become your own superhero, then you guys can truly, truly save yourselves from yourself, because no one is going to come in and save you, and no one's going to help you out, and no one's going to change your life for you. You have to make that decision. But that's not necessarily easy. And you guys definitely, with this being next to this the 13 card, it's like you guys are trying to run away from this transformation, right? It's almost like, even though it looks like you're going straight towards it, it's like you guys are also trying to fight against it, right? You guys are fighting against it. Yeah. It's time for you guys to find some solitude. Stop putting this energy on other people like, oh, well, you need to carry me, or you need to save me, you need to be my hero. Like, it's easy to do. I think all of society does it, and it's just something that we ourselves get conditioned to do, that we expect someone to come and save us. But it's like when we go into solitude, I feel like you guys fear being alone with yourself. Like, you guys definitely fear being alone with yourself, and Source is saying, like, you need to learn to be with yourself, because when you're with yourself, you get to learn who you are, and learning who you are is a powerhouse, because now you get to truly heal yourself, right? Which it's easier said than done. I know. I definitely understand that. Okay. And so it's not, I'm not here judging or anything like that, because we've all been there. I've been there. It's just something we have to learn, and we'll learn it when we're ready, right? We'll learn it when we're ready. Not a moment sooner and not a moment later. It's like, as soon as you're ready, like as soon as you're ready to hear this message, you're going to hear this message. You're going to understand what it means to you. But if you're not ready to hear it, it's just going to irritate you or make you mad, or you're going to feel like it doesn't resonate with you until it comes up again. Addiction. Yeah, addiction to being treated a certain way. Let me see if I can get this to... Right? There's like this addiction coming through. It could be that somebody has an alcohol addiction too, I just heard. So this could be somebody that you thought was working out for you, but then they were hiding something from you, and that was an alcohol addiction. And I say that, I kept hearing secrets. But jealousy is coming out as well too for me, guys. Spiritual attachment, cut ties. Yeah, this person was an energy vampire. They wanted your energy. That's what they wanted. They didn't want to give you what you wanted. They just liked the fact that you gave to them. And again, that's that fear talking. It's like feeling like you have to put into this situation. But then when it didn't work out the way that you thought it would, it just kind of like made you feel like you were falling apart. You need to embrace courage. Yeah, have courage for yourself. Not for this situation, for you. Don't be afraid to be courageous and do things that people wouldn't normally do. That's what courage is. It doesn't mean that, you know, you don't have fear. Courage is acting in the face of fear. Shedding old beliefs. Exactly. I feel like this comes back to this addiction. Maybe you have an addiction, and that's okay. That's okay. Letting go of these old beliefs will help you guys overcome these addictions. How do you let go of these old beliefs? Well, by owning the fact that you had this in the situation, or owning the fact that you showed up like this in the situation. It's easy. Or what is it? It's not easy. It's simple. I always get that confused sometimes. So hang with me. Thinking about you every day. I feel like this is you thinking about this person or this situation. You're stuck in your mind. You're stuck in your mind. 18:18 on the clock. Like, you guys are stuck in your own mind thinking about the situation, thinking about what's happened, thinking about maybe how this person treated you. And instead of moving forward, you guys are just being stuck in a perpetual war zone. It's like a cyclical situation, and then you wonder why those things keep coming back into your life. Well, it's because you guys are just thinking about it over and over again. Well, what if I had done this? Or what if I had done that? Well, what if is a great story, let me tell you guys. But at the end of the day, if all you do is stay in what if, you're never going to learn what can be. So I feel like the challenge for you guys in this moment is to think about, what can I do? Not what can't be done. But what can I do? What can I do right now? Right? And I think that's a challenge for you guys, because I think it's a challenge for everybody. You know, I was for me. It still continues to be. It's like easy for us to be in the negative because the whole world is in the negative. And so when things happen that are negative, we get so stuck in wanting to relive it over and over again, because that's all we've ever been taught, is to relive it over and over again, because no one taught us how to deal with our emotions. No one taught us how to nurture ourselves. No one taught us that it was important for us to love ourselves first so that we could bring love into the world. No one taught us these things. And so because of that, we, like parakeets, do what the rest of the world does. And what does the rest of the world do when their problems turn upside down? Well, they focus on the negative, right? But you guys have an opportunity to embrace strength by focusing on what you can do in this now moment. Whatever that is, right? So overall, you guys are on a path to transformation, but you have to take action now for yourselves. And setting those boundaries will definitely help you guys. And staying firm in those boundaries. I think for you guys, it's been easy for you to let people overstep your boundaries because you guys ruled by the heart chakra, right? You're an air sign. You're naturally ruled by the heart chakra. Libras love to love. You guys are ruled by the heart chakra in the zodiac wheel anyways. And you guys are definitely concerned with appearances. And so if something is affecting the way that you appear to the outside world, it's almost like you guys will go out of your way to try to balance that out and hope that it'll be accepted by the outside world. In turn, you guys have a tendency to forget about yourselves, okay? So Source saying, don't forget about yourselves. Be strong for yourselves. You guys are coming into a period of transformation, and it has to do with your stability. And again, if you're seeing 1313, it might be great for you guys to take some time to really look that up and find what messages resonate with you guys. And then also, you know, when you guys get that message, when you see 1313, to know that that's confirmation from Source. So whatever you're thinking is very important to remember in that moment. So you guys can kind of connect those two messages together, okay? So this is what I have for you, Libra. I hope it helps. You guys are on a great path. Don't give up on yourselves. You are worth everything that you desire. Know that. I'm sending you out so much light and love. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow Librans, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.